So I've been thinking a lot about intros and hooks lately, and I've really been wanting to make a video for you guys talking about only the things that you need to know to make your hooks and intros killer, to make them the best that they need to be in order to work on YouTube. But I just haven't found the right way yet. I just haven't nailed it down, and honestly, I don't quite know where to start. The only thing I really know how to do is to try and get inspired, I guess, which basically just means watching a ton of YouTube, which, to be fair, is my favorite kind of work. It's just hard because I never really know quite when I'm gonna feel inspired, but usually there's a point where something clicks and it just happens. Okay, I think I finally got it. I just need to figure out what makes the YouTube greats so good, and then I can take their strategy and compare it to an everyday beginner YouTuber to figure out what they need to do to improve. And an idea I didn't even have until after filming this little segment was not just comparing the greats to beginners, but comparing them to themselves as beginners. It's really interesting for me how sometimes ideas get better as I go. They just sort of stack upon each other to create an even better video than I initially ever planned on. As I watched the oldest and newest videos from some of the biggest YouTubers on the platform, the difference was stark. Some of their early stuff, honestly, was pretty bad, but that contrast made their current intros feel even better, and it made me excited to see that someone who is so good now could be so terrible at one point. And the hope that gave me for all of us who are a lot smaller on YouTube was awesome. It felt so good to see. And I even started to notice patterns, things every single one of them improved that made great hooks feel simple. And this is it. It all ended up coming down to 4 things that every single one of these creators did to get from where they were at when they started, which was absolutely terrible, to some of the best creators on this YouTube platform. And I can't wait to share all of them with you. The very first thing that I noticed on every single one of these creators was energy and personality. If you watch some of these creators, Mark Rober, MrBeast, Michelle Khare, all of these creators early on had way different energy than they do now on their YouTube channels. Now, I will say there's a bit of an exception for Michelle here because I watched the first video on her channel and you'll notice that she's pretty expressive, like, you know, using hand gestures and that sort of thing. She cheated a little bit. She worked, I think it was with BuzzFeed for a while, and so she already had some experience doing YouTube videos, and so her channel wasn't the perfect example, but that said, her energy now has changed in a way I would argue is for the better. That first really energetic, bubbly style worked for her for a while, but now her energy is probably, I would call it more intense energy and less like bubbly, sort of crazy personality. When you are creating YouTube videos, when you think about how you are on camera now versus how you could become like some of the greats, think about personality and energy. Your energy does not just have to mean being crazy on camera, being hyper and feeling like you're just going crazy all the time on, you know, a million milligrams of caffeine. That's not how your energy should be. Your energy should be very specific and directed to help your audience understand what it is that they are going to see, what it is they should expect in your video. And so your energy doesn't always just have to be high and crazy like MrBeast energy does. It could be more like the Michelle Khare style of now, where it's more focused and directed and maybe a little bit more intense, but still very high energy and very engaging. The second thing that I noticed across all of these channels was the use of fast pacing and clear value in the first 15 seconds. Now, when we talk about hooks on YouTube, this is exactly what it boils down to. It's giving your audience a good indicator of what they're going to get throughout the rest of the video by showing them, not just telling them what they're going to get in the next 10 minutes or 20 minutes, but showing them exactly what could happen. So many times in the intros of these videos of great creators now on YouTube, they will show the end result of their video up front in some way or another, teasing the viewer of what's going to come. And then what they do is they use fast pacing and they use good visuals and good audio and voiceover and B-roll, and they use all of these elements together to keep people very, very engaged and interested. And it's not just about showing a bunch of flashy things up on screen. It really is about picking the right visuals to help either close off a curiosity gap that you had in the title and thumbnail, but then reopening additional curiosity gaps further on in your video. So it's all about, again, fast pacing, clear value. I can't emphasize enough the importance of clear value. It's, again, showing your audience what they're going to get and making sure that you fulfill that promise throughout the rest of the video is so key. I think Mr. Beast does a good job of this. Mark Rober is an expert at this. If you look at his first video, his energy was low. There was definitely some value that he was giving because it was a very short video. You knew exactly what you were there for, but it was not produced or given to the audience in a way that made you super excited or enthusiastic about receiving that information or that knowledge. But now when he does videos like this train video, you can see that he's in multiple different locations and he's putting up visuals, popping them on screen to help fill in gaps and create more curiosity gaps. This is something that you can do in so many different ways on so many different types of channels. It doesn't have to be difficult. Just start with small little examples of this and then move up and improve over time. The next thing that I recognize, the third thing, is that they set up a story or a question to keep people watching in nearly every case. Take a look at the little clip of MKBHD. That was a long time ago, right? And he's doing this computer review. And in that video, he's just doing sort of this overview of this computer that he got. But in the more recent video of MKBHD, where he's doing these headphones review, he's posing questions. You know, what's different about these headphones? He's telling a story and making, creating questions for people to have or want answers in their minds. And when he does that, it makes people want to watch more of the video. When we think about storytelling on YouTube, when we think about hooks, when we think about keeping people engaged, well, how do you keep somebody's mind engaged on something that they can't, touch or feel or interact with, physically? You really have to keep their mind working. When our minds, as viewers, when our minds shut off, we're done, right? We are not engaged anymore, and we're so much more likely to start looking around on the YouTube page to look for something else to watch. And the fourth thing here, leveling up your visuals and audio. Holy cow. I mean, the MKBHD clip, the Mr. Beast, where he doesn't even show his face, it's just a low quality screen recording with literally a watermark across the top. There are so many examples. Even the iJustine one, that little clip that you probably saw. She had good shots in some of her first videos, but the quality wasn't there. And it may have been the best quality that she had at the time, but over time she was able to level it up. And now comparing her first clip to the clip now, her audio is so much better, her video is so much better. Mixed in with all these other, especially the personality and the pacing, she's become such a phenomenal creator. This is something that you can do. Looking at all of these big YouTubers on YouTube, they have spent years and years and years mastering the craft. But what we have the benefit of doing is going and looking at what they're doing and taking inspiration from what they're doing and improving our channels faster than they ever could. And we do have so many good examples to look at. And it really is crazy that we can improve so much faster than they ever could because we have them as examples to look to. We can learn from their failures. And it's awesome because creating great hooks, creating great videos, it's not rocket science. But I guarantee you, you don't want to spend 45 or 100 years like they may have altogether spent becoming better on YouTube. And right now we are running a special challenge all about improving your hooks for your videos because we know that this will save you literally 50 or 100 years of time. And we've taken all of the learnings that we've done on YouTube over the past 5 and 10, 20 years of all of our team's experience. And we put together this phenomenal challenge that's going to help you grow way faster than anybody on YouTube has before. So take a look in the description below, probably in the pinned comment. Go check out the challenge. See if it's a good fit for you. At very least, go look at it because this is going to help you improve your YouTube channel. If you're wanting to grow on YouTube and you're wanting to see more subscribers, more watch time, even start earning revenue and different revenue streams from your channel, this is the place to be. We talk about growing big channels, growing small channels, and making the most out of the audience that you have. So go check out the challenge today. I can guarantee you, you will save so much time and effort if you join. We are dropping new challenges every single month on different important skills for creators. And you're going to want to join the growing community. It's become such a popular offering for us, and we know that you will benefit from it like so many others who have participated in the challenges. Go check out the page below in the description. You're going to see how many people have been satisfied with this. Oh yeah, we are also running introductory pricing on this challenge, so it's going to be cheaper now than it ever has been before. So go check it out quickly. The sooner the better. I know you guys are going to love it. This is Nathan with Channel Makers, signing off.